What is good, y'all? It's your girl, Queen B, coming to y'all with yet another Benny Johnson reaction. And your girl, B. I hope y'all day have been going well, because mine has. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, kicking it with your girl. Now, look here. Who do we have here? McConnell. Will they all just retire and do us all a favor, y'all? Isn't it the same man that froze up on a speech and just stood there and stared? Like what I just did. You get what I'm saying? Like, why? Why? I'm sick of them. With that being said, y'all, Mitch McConnell bashed head in Senate after another seizure. Emergency teams rush into the office. Enough is enough. It is time to sit. What is going on, y'all? A lot of these folks need to retire. A lot of these people need to just go ahead and retire and enjoy the rest of life, because at this point, like, it's over with. Like, sit down. With that being said, y'all, let's dive into the video.
Thoughts about what?
Running for re-election in 2026.
That's
What?
What's up, guys? Your boy Benny. The easiest way to win any argument is to show the data, and the data that we can show you right now about what is popular in this country is very simple. The two most popular positions for any politician to take today in the year 2024, year of our Lord, is one, mandatory voter ID across the nation for elections, and two, term limits. Term limits is one of the most popular things because Americans know,
oh my gosh,
instinctually, that the longer you stay in an office, the higher probability is that you to be corrupted. If you live inside of a corrupt ecosystem that preys upon those who are already mentally unstable, as you have to be to run for office, I mean, you have to be a politician, then these systems are going to eventually break you. And the more feeble you get, the more senile you get, the more broken your brain becomes as you get old and you deteriorate and you waste away.
The more it just shows.
The easier it will be to be corrupted. Ladies and gentlemen, that is why we must have term limits for people like Mitch McConnell. I mean, think about the problem in this country. Problems in this country were not created by a guy who decided to run for president 10 years ago, never run for office before. It's for people like Joe Biden, who's been in office since the 70s. People like Mitch McConnell, who's been in office since the 80s. Nancy Pelosi, same thing. Chuck Schumer, same thing. The entire government was run by a gerontocracy of 80-year-olds, octogenarians.
Crazy.
Who can barely make it up the stairs and not shit themselves.
Or walk in sand.
Camera. And ladies and gentlemen, Mitch McConnell staff shitting themselves today as medical emergency staff go tearing into his office, shocking many reporters on Capitol Hill. Medical staff just went into Mitch McConnell's office. What is going on? Ladies and gentlemen, Mitch McConnell fell in the Senate leadership lunch and now had to receive emergency medical treatment. McConnell spoke during the lunch. He's being checked by EMTs. He fell and he bashed his head on the side of the table, leaving a massive cut.
Dang.
For F sake. Yeah. Seriously.
Y'all, I don't even know if this is funny or if this is just sad, because it's like the years of evilness, you know what I'm saying, and bad seeds being sowed. I keep screaming this. Those seeds got to come up. And if you ain't noticed, like when they first started out in office, how refreshing and everything look, and then if you look at them now, they look like even older than their age really is. And it's just all that stuff is starting to, you can see it. If you look at Pelosi, you look at him, and you look at all these other people, they look older than their freaking age. And that comes with all that stress. Like he said, that comes with the office being tainted. You getting yourself involved when you know deep down inside that the junk ain't right, but you still going with it. You still going with it. And the people who were smart and got out and said, yo, no, you know what? This ain't it. This ain't it. Look at them. Look how they're flourishing. Like, for real, just take a look at this. The people that decided to stay and be corrupt and tainted and all this other, look at them now. The people who decided to, I know right from wrong, and this right here is not right. I'm out. Look how they flourishing. Just look at them.
Humiliation to our country. McConnell not initially joining the GOP leadership press conference after the fall. McConnell wasn't seen at all today. He fell while having lunch. Smashed his head, blood gushing everywhere. Mitch McConnell is a sick person. People make jokes about it. I'll allow it, honestly. McConnell fell and injured his face during a Senate GOP lunch. EMS are in his office now. This guy needs to get the hell out of the Senate. Should do it for his own good, honestly.
There ain't no need to run no more. That's it.
Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, 82, cuts his face after fall on Capitol Hill. So he can't even stand upright at his own 2 feet. But this guy was leading the Republicans in the Senate. Yeah, I will use the term leading lightly there. Okay, what happened? Leader McConnell tripped following lunch, a spokesperson said. He sustained a minor cut to his face and his wrists. He's cleared to resume his schedule. Mitch McConnell was treated by EMTs at his office after a scrape. But his successor claimed calmed nerves minutes later and announced the GOP leader was on the mend. He's fine. He's in his office, John Thune. Few details were provided about Mitch McConnell's condition. He believed to have slipped in a room outside of the speaker's chamber, bashed open his face. Thune replaced McConnell. The Kentucky sage announced on Friday that he was stepping down from the leadership position. That announcement came announced on February, that he was stepping down. The announcement came after the backdrop of multiple health scares, like McConnell freezing up while on camera.
Running for re-election in 2026.
That's right.
Look at this.
Sad.
Dude,
like, you got Biden,
like,
you got
there's
him.
something so
Pelosi, like,
literally wrong with the people
yes.
around.
Did you
Mitch
hear the
McConnell.
question, Senator? Running for
this.
re-election in 2026?
Do y'all not
Look at
see?
his old battle axe running in. He's having a stroke, is what this is.
All right, I'm sorry, you all. We're going to need a minute.
He's having a stroke.
Penny.
That's what's actually going on. Look at the way he's gripping the side of the table.
Can y'all remove him?
These people are just purely.
Okay.
Right. They just literally, like, I blame the people for pulling the strings on these people, but I also blame them for letting these people pull the strings on them. They seriously just sit here talking to the man. Y'all see the man ain't freaking talking. He's not in his right, man. Get that man off stage. Get him out of there. Like, a real person with a heart would have seen that. They would have noticed that. They would have noticed something wasn't right. Y'all sitting there asking this man questions and giving people more things to look at and say. Like, come on.
Remember this?
Look.
Like, look at those senators. Look at their allowing to happen.
Like,
There's John Thune behind him, to his great shame. John Thune ain't out of the woods. I don't have any reason to like John Thune. To his great shame, look at this. Look at all these guys. They're all in on it. We're no worse than the Democrats. We're no better than the Democrats.
take him away.
This guy's a doctor. His name's John Barrasso. He's a doctor, so this doctor like goes in, feels his pulse. You see there, feels his pulse, and they have to shut him off. What an embarrassment! We're gonna sit there and like talk about. We're gonna sit there and talk about Joe Biden and how Democrats let Joe Biden spiraling into senility, in and out of senility, be president. But then we allow Mitch McConnell to be Senate leader. No, he makes a fool of all of us. Mitch McConnell needs to resign now. Now, I called a buddy of mine who is a senator, and I asked about this, and he's like, no, you don't understand. Mitch McConnell is literally infirmed. Mitch McConnell is gone. Like, he's gone.
Yes, like, why are y'all allowing him to
Joe
still
Biden,
just continue to keep doing this? Like, it's
These
a
are
wrap.
photos from earlier in the year of Mitch McConnell after another fall. You can see his face all bashed
Look
up
at
with
it,
his
and
hands.
they still got him
Look at this.
going. And that's
Dude
okay.
is sick. Mitch McConnell got a concussion and a rib injury just falling down a flight of stairs. Look at his hands.
It's freaking sad.
Grotesque. Look at this. Look at the hands. Look at his hands. Look at that. Black hands to match the black soul. He fell down the stairs at the Trump Hotel in D.C. Can you believe that? He fell all the way. He fell like down, bum, 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 bum. The marble stairs. I don't wish any harm on him.
No,
I don't want anything bad to happen to Mitch McConnell. I want him to retire.
That's it.
I want him to resign.
That's where I'm at with it.
I want him to be kicked out of the Republican Party. This evening, Leader McConnell tripped at a hotel during a dinner. He was admitted to the hospital. He broke his ribs.
Look at this. Look at all this.
And, I mean, look at this.
And the people behind him think that this is okay.
It's terrible. Why do we allow it? We shouldn't. We really shouldn't. It's so horrible for our country. It's so terrible for us. This is a country of optimism, of hope, of energy, of the future. And this is not the future. This is very much the despicable past that deserves to, quite frankly,
retire.
Be forgotten.
Sit down.
So Mitch McConnell, every second that Mitch McConnell remains in the Senate is an insult to the people of Kentucky, whom he represents. He actually just represents China, his family's interests in China. Sold out our nation. He's probably going to be voting against Donald Trump. Like this.
What?
90-year-old Dianne Feinstein. And Mitch McConnell's 82. He's not that much. Everyone was like freaking out. He's like just a few years away from 90-year-old Dianne Feinstein with her staffers literally screaming at her to say "I" during the votes.
Now, let me say this. I ain't knocking the age, but if you get into a certain point, like you're falling and this, that, and the other, you know what I'm saying? People have to take in consideration because now your health is at risk. So, yes, you got to sit down. But a real person would be like that, like, okay, you know what? I know this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? This don't look so good. He's freezing up. He's doing this. He's doing that. Let's go ahead and sit him down. Hell, y'all made Biden sit. And I don't think he even wanted to sit. That's probably why Kamala and all them beefing. You really think that was Biden's decision to sit? Hell no. We know there's other people in the back pulling strings. That's probably where all this, now that they done lost and stuff like that, now we ain't got to, you know what I'm saying? Because they probably feel like, look, had you not set Biden down, he probably would have had a possible chance winning against Trump. Possible, y'all. I'm just saying. They could be feeling some type of way. That's why Miss Jill ain't even looking at Kamala or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, but if somebody real has to be like, yo, you know what? That's it. You're going to have to just thank you for your time, whatever, whoop-de-whoop, your evilness, everything you spread it against the world. But it's just time for you to go ahead, sit down and enjoy the rest of the little years that you have left. For real.
Seriously, watch this.
Senator Feinstein.
Say aye. Pardon me? Aye.
Yeah.
Just say
I would like to support a yes vote on this. It provides $823 billion. That's an increase of $26 billion for the Department of Defense. And it funds priorities submitted.
You telling her what to say?
Just say aye.
Okay, just
Great,
aye.
Wow.
Thank you.
This was not what the founders of this nation ever intended.
Right.
The people who signed the Declaration of Independence, the people who ratified the Constitution, like the average age was like 30.
Woo.
These were the leaders of that day. They would be disgusted seeing this. You need to say aye. You need to say aye. Ah!
Right.
She died in office. She died literally in the Senate. Is this really what our government bodies have been reduced to? No. It's
I don't
so
know,
terrible
Benny.
for our country. Mitch McConnell needs to resign. There
Yep.
needs to be term limits, age limits. There are age limits for how young you can be when you're running for office. There needs to be age limits for how old you can be when you're in office.
Yep, as long as you're suitable.
Just cut it off at 70.
You know what I'm saying, Benny? You got to be able
Our
to
country would be if you did that.
be able to do it. You
Right?
know what I'm talking about?
How much less corruption and entrenchment there would be in this nation?
Right, Benny.
Just a thought. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe.
Y'all do that. Girl B, we out. If you're too old, you don't need to be up in that. You need to get up out there. They told her what to say when she was talking. something on the floor. She was talking on the floor, and they told her what to say, and she was talking on the floor. She didn't know what she was saying, so they... Y'all, I'm telling you, they need to go sit down somewhere. That's it. Again, let me say this. If you can sustain that position, okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But it has to be a point and somebody with a real heart's life to say, hey, he's not in good condition. You know what? Let's try to see if we can find somebody fresh and see if we can try to, whatever we got to do to try to get him to resign and sit down. Why is they still pushing this man to keep running when they know the condition that he's in? That's evil. That's sick. That's a person with no soul and a person with no heart. I don't care what you say. He's not fit. And that should have been looked in the minute that first incident happened. Evil people. Just evil people. Pulling the strings. And we'll stop when it's time for us to stop. We'll stop when what is over with. They gone. Like they don't care. Sick of them. But that being said, y'all, let's drop it in the comment section. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'm out.